Mazda game break. Let's take a look at Edinson Volquez and how he did Sunday night against the New York Mets. 2 hits over 6 scoreless innings. The Royals starters ERA, by the way, in the first 4 games is 1.59, and Volquez get a chance to start again tomorrow against Ricky Nolasco, who will be making his season debut. First pitch tomorrow is at 1:15, and then the Royals hit the road. They'll go to Houston for 4 and Oakland for 3. So we had Ian Kennedy's Royals debut, and now Chien-Ming Wong's debut. In 2006 and 2007, he won 38 games for the Yankees. That was the most in the major leagues, and then since then it's been a struggle to stay off of the disabled list. And this is his first big league pitch since 2013. August 24th of 13 with the Blue Jays.
It's a lot of work, I'm telling you, and he never gave up. His shoulder gave him some issues, had some problems, had to find that arm slot again, but he won a job out of camp by really impressing Dave Island and Ned Yost with 93 to 95 mile-an-hour sinkage. And his pitch, good hard sink. Roll a curveball up there. He's got a changeup. He's got all 4, but main thing is he's got experience.
And Dave Island's a great measuring stick because he was pitching coach for the Yankees for part of that time. So when he says Chien-Ming Wong looks right, he knows, because he saw Chien-Ming Wong at his best. There it is right there. Garcia thought he had a fastball that was in a hittable part of the plate, and it just disappeared down on him.
Yep, and once Chien-Ming Wong gets his groove and gets his rhythm down in big league games, he'll be a guy that Ned can bring out of the bullpen when he needs a ground ball double play in a tight situation.
Three balls and 2 strikes.
But you know, that slow, methodical windup of Wong's is sometimes deceptive to hitters. A little bit of a pause over his head there.
I asked Dave Island, I said, does he have any additional challenges pitching that slowly with that motion, you know, the body control? He said no, he's been doing it his whole life, and really only the slow part is in the beginning, and once he gets into really the important part of his mechanics, like right about here, it's normal speed.
See, he's just a ground ball machine. Even belt high fastballs or sinkers. See that separation right up over the rubber. Good extension. Stays on top. He's got a very nice arm slot for a sinker baller. And that's one of the things that he had to work on in between the last couple of seasons. Finding that arm slot again.
Garcia walks to begin the 9th inning. If you can't watch the games on TV, you can now stream games live on your mobile device. Just go to your app store and download the free Fox Sports Go app. Log in and stream the Royals wherever you go. Now Byung-Ho Park. There's a good sinker for a strike. Park, who hit a big home run in the 8th inning for Minnesota last night, is 1 for 3 tonight with a single and 2 strikeouts. Jammed him. And Alex makes a play in left center field. Both pitching coaches have a vested interest in Chien-Ming Wong. Wong signed in 2000 out of Taiwan, and 14 starts into his pro career He injured his shoulder, and when he came back, the Yankees wanted him to stop throwing his curveball. That's Neil Allen, right next to Brian Dozier. He's the one with the cap on. He's the Minnesota pitching coach. Neil Allen was a minor league coach in the Yankees organization. So at that time, Chien-Ming Wong was a fastball, curveball, changeup pitcher, four-seam fastball, curveball, changeup. Good velocity, but the fastball was straight and he was getting hit hard. So he comes back from shoulder surgery. They don't want him to throw his curveball, and it was Neil Allen who showed him the sinker grip, which changed his career.
Wow.
And now there he is as Minnesota's pitching coach. So both of the pitching coaches tonight are very interested in seeing how Chien-Ming Wong does.
I mean, look at that's a bowling ball sinker.
Neil Allen told me that there was a game. He said there was a game in Boston, and Chien-Ming Wong threw 111 pitches, and 90 of them were sinkers. So when his sinker was working, that's all he threw. That's how good it was. That was the first shoulder injury. This is Eduardo Nunez hitting for Eduardo Escobar. The second shoulder injury for Chien-Ming Wong. He was running the bases in an interleague game, and he injured his right foot. Moustakas backhands out at second. No double play. 2 down. Dave Island was telling me the story. Chien-Ming Wong, I think he spiked himself running the bases in a National League game. Had to go on the disabled list for a while. They thought he was fine, but his foot hurt him the rest of the year. So inadvertently, he changed his mechanics to compensate for the sore foot. It put more strain on his shoulder. And that was the beginning of one trip to the disabled list after another for Chien-Ming Wong. And here he is with a chance to close out this game. His first big league game in 3 seasons. Nunez will take second base on defensive we don't care. That's why a lot of times when a pitcher has some sort of an injury like a foot or an ankle or a hamstring, that they'll stay on the disabled list a little longer than normal, not because they're worried about the leg. They're worried about the pitcher's going to change his mechanics to compensate for the leg.
Yeah, and that's what pitching coaches and athletic trainers need to really keep an eye on is not the normal, oh, my arm hurts. No, it's the side or the leg, or, you know, because just like you said, overcompensation allows another body part to fatigue.
Two balls and 1 strike on Sano. He came on as a pinch hitter in the 7th inning, and with 2 on, he flied out to right field. Two and two. That will be back into the crowd.
What a ball game. Tommy Malone really putting a little bit of fear in the Royals offense, cruising through the first 3 innings. 4th inning, after 1 out, Moustakas got it all going with a line shot homer, and the rest is history.
No swing. John Hirschbeck, in his 34th year as a major league umpire, was not going to be caught up with the emotion of the crowd. That's what you're talking about last night. You could make a case that that bat passed the plane, but he was not attempting to strike the baseball. We're just going to throw him one sinker in on his hands after another. Struck him out to end the game. Welcome back, Chien-Ming Wong. Welcome back, Royals power with 3 home runs tonight. The Royals win their first series of the season. And for the first time in franchise history, whether you're talking about Washington or Minnesota, the Twins are 0-5 to begin a season. 7-0 Royals tonight. And boy, I tell you what, Hud, after a 3 1/3 innings tonight, it didn't look like the Royals were going to win 7-0.
Sure didn't. Moose got it all started. Nice little 3-iron shot over the right field wall, his first of the year. Lorenzo Cain followed up. I mean, and Tommy Malone left him a cookie out over the inner half, and he drove it off the Hall of Fame building out there in the 6th inning. Morales got a little curveball from Casey Fiend, a little slider looked like. He lifted it and put it in a deep part of the yard here. So the Royals coming in, the last team in the majors without a home run. They took care of that, and another KCW.